Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Dolphins are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Bills, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the Miami Dolphins.
What the fuck?
Let's go! Now Taylor on first down. Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him. Take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Why do y'all keep making me switch?
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Taylor.
Come on.
Man, it's the tight end play. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal here from the 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and run it with McCoy. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Spence coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount.
And that is called.
Nobody covers the fucking middle. I swear to God.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive.
Dude, I'm in a fucking game. I ain't got time for it.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Fuck, man.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Jesus.
Throw is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
Oh, God.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roll. Brings up fourth down.
With the fucking drops again.
Carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Wide open.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
No matter what I pick, y'all don't do it.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
Right there.
Just for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and
fucking
passing
game.
there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan.
Missing that throw.
A lot of football left to be played.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Oh, man.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. What?
Now Taylor. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Taylor will throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
23 yards on the play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, come on.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
You gotta hit the holes, man.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Strong right. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Oh my, that's perfect. That's perfect. How's he miss that?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor.
Are you fucking kidding me? My guy's standing there looking at it like.
Shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Oh my god, man. Oh, this fucking game, yo. You gotta be serious.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he's got room. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Wide 90. Wide 90.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor.
Oh, he missed that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go.
They go play action with Taylor. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
No pressure.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Timmons from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, Taylor steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Come on, let's go.
On third and goal, Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground with Drake. And not a whole lot doing there. They'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. He'll drop to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Drake. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Parker left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground. Pretty much stoned him on that play and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go.
From the gun, Taylor. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. That's taken it around the 40. Look at the spin.
Balance.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Set. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw.
Oh, God.
Into heavy traffic, and it's
Oh, why'd I do that?
read it well, and it's picked.
Ah!
He's in the
Ah!
50.
Man!
40.
Ah! Double tapped!
10. And he is going to
That was
score. It's a
stupid.
pick 6 and a
Oh.
touchdown.
Ah!
Throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers.
Can't believe I just did that.
How about the anticipation on the play?
Oh,
Reading,
God.
Reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So we've come upon
Oh,
halftime here in
wow.
week 17.
That hurt.
As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports halftime.
Oh, my
here's
God,
Larry.
I tried to get out of that.
Teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Oh, I gotta stop doing that. Don't double
And they'll
tap.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now
Not
there's the
good.
Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not a...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly.
skyrocketed.
Right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll go again to McCoy. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Taylor to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Suh in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Bills on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Taylor. He finds his man. It's Austin. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
Right over your fucking head.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So Taylor is out, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. To throw is Kaepernick.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go.
10th carry now for McCoy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 1 yard the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And the Dolphins His rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Shane Lechler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down, 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Now let's go.
Yeah.
Maybe the wrong
Then end
read
it
there
off.
as he's going to go
Right up
down
the middle.
immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Ndamukong Suh in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on second down. Taylor being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
89. Watch 89. Come on, let's get.
Here's Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Taylor. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll set up a throw. And Stills over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Shift together here from the D-line. On the give, this is Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On 1st and goal, Drake. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go now. Blue, landed.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, Hard to get him started again occasionally.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Parker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Knock that off.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once who was down huge. I said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved.
Oh, no, I did.
Who cares? Let's get out of here.
LaShawn McCoy off
There
to
he
the
gone.
races. 20. And all the way
He
home
gone.
to the Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 92 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh! He fucking dropped it.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second down, Taylor. Forced out to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
What's up, fellas?
Get my email?
Yep.
Any questions?
Nope. I'm good. Oh, I can tell. Mm. Okay. Gotcha. All right. I already did it. Yeah, because Matt Moore played the whole Baltimore game and did and
And, you know, in the off season, we just go back to what we were doing. You know, go do our own little, you know, thing and stuff like that. But this first season, we're just going to base it off of all of